So similar thing, once you type bestplace.net, you can just type in the Raleigh, the city and state. Then it will show you the population since the 2010. So this is like a 17.4% increase. Then you will also see the median income, median age, home price. Welcome everyone to the Legacy Ownership Holdings YouTube channel. So today is Thursday and I call it Information Thursday, where I will share information related to multifamily apartments. So this series that I will be discussing will be a three-part series. So this will be all about what I do to find the location that I will be interested in investing. So it's, as we know it, it's a location, location, location. So part one of the series will be population, looking for population. So the websites that related to the population, home values, median income. Then the part two of the series will be the related to the crime and also the school district of the particular area. Then part 3 will be about the trends, so rent trends. Okay, so let's start with the part 1. So I have opened up all these different tabs that will be related. So you will see it in this sharing. So the first one is typical for everyone, is like city data. So how city data works is you search by the city if it is supported. So let's say for this full example, we will just search for Raleigh, North Carolina. So the reason I pick Raleigh, there was news recently that Apple and Google will be investing billions of dollars in opening their office in Raleigh. So that will be definitely like will spike up the interest of everyone in North Carolina. So once you search the Raleigh, North Carolina, so there are different items here. So the population, you will check. Then what's the median household income in that area? Then also what's the median house in that area? So you don't want to be in the area of the value of the house is almost near the household income, because or else what they will just do is they can just buy directly a house instead of renting. So this you can find the median household, then house income. Then also there is a portion of let's say this resident house and apartment details. So if I open it in a new tab, so you will see the different details about the houses, residents, about this. So let's say you will see the mobile homes. Then there's also the median price of, let's say, the vacant. So there's a lot of tons of data here. Then one good thing also is there's a map. If this one loads up, so there will be a shades of let's say what's the house value within a certain section. So this one for some reason it's not loading, but there will, like, you can just play around with this data. So if you go back here, so you will also see like how many percentage of residents living in poverty. So this is as of 2019, so which is like 2 years old data. Then this is the one that loads as well. So this is the median household income. So you will see the legend here. So the darker the color, that means the higher the income for that particular area. So then there's also some other legends here. Let's say unemployment and then you can just check like then there's also crime, let's say murders or let's say assault. So you will see that this is the area for where there's this amount of assaults that's happening. per 100,000 of population. So this is one data that you will check. So the next one is bestplaces.net. So similar thing, once you type bestplaces.net, you can just type in the Raleigh, the city and state. Then it will show you the population since the 2010. So this is like a 17.4% increase. Then you will also see the median income, median age, home price. Then you will also see like the best places to live in within Raleigh, North Carolina. So you can also find like the different some information here. Let's say the unemployment rate also is here. So that's at least this is a good snapshot of, let's say, how good is it for the Raleigh, North Carolina. Then there is another site, which is the World Population Review. So for World Population Review, there is by the US city. So I already opened it up here. So you can check let's say the 200 largest cities in the United States. So if you're interested in the population of a particular area. So it will show you like all these 200. So we'll see. So Raleigh is in the top 40. Then there's a lot of other city, like if you are looking for maybe a secondary market or a tertiary market. So you can check it here also based on the population. Then you need also, aside from the population, you need also to check the jobs in that area. So that's how I use the World Population Review. And there's also, if you look at this site, the World Population Review at the bottom, there are different reports, so you can see the population here. So like this. So there is like you can also search, let's say if you're interested, you want to be hyper focused on the zip codes, you can also use that. And also by counties, you can also use that. So maybe if you're interested in a particular market, then you can find like which county is it in. Then you can try to find the surrounding city within that county. That will also work. So that's the World Population Review. Then there's also the walkscore.com. So let's say, so how the walkscore.com works is like it will try to determine if the city is like everything in that area is can be it will check like the kind of walkability. So I don't know if there's a word like that. So the word that, let's say if the grocery stores can be just, you can walk through the grocery stores, or the public transportation, you can walk, you don't need like a transport like a car or a bike. So that's how this walk score is determined. Then same with the transit and then bike. So if there is a public transportation available close by, and also let's say the bikes, if there are support for just going to work using a bike, or going places using a bike. So that's how these scores work. So the higher the scores, the better. Then there's also another website, which is Area Vibes. So let's say, let's type here. So this is Raleigh, North Carolina. So you can check, you click this city, so livability. Then it will show you the different data about Raleigh. So livability score, crime rates, cost of living. So you can also look at the individual tabs. So it also grades, it's like A+. A+ will be high, it's a good amenities, cost of living. Then crime is B, so it is good. At least it's not, because you want to stay away with like a D kind of crime. crime area. Then the employment, your housing. So this is the one that is good for the area vibe. So it just gives you the scoring, kind of if it's an A plus, B, C, D. Then real estate. So these are the ones, actually these are the listings in that particular area. So if we go back, so then rentals. So for rentals, you can also see how much are being rented in this area. So because let's say the houses are being rented for, so how much are the houses being rented for, or because you may want to also look at the houses, how are the houses being rented, because your price, even if you're in a class A, some people, let's say, might as well like live on a house rather than on apartment if it's the same price, because a house it's much bigger most of the time. So then so that's it for the area vibes. Then what I also do, let's say in Raleigh, North Carolina, I want to search for apartments near Raleigh, North Carolina. So these are the apartments. So you just type apartments near Raleigh. So you will see like all the some of some of the apartments in Raleigh. Then they will also have the website. So that's how one. Then you can also search for, say, Starbucks or any good retail stores, because most of these good retail stores, they have already done their due diligence in terms of if the location will work to create or to build that store. Let's say for Starbucks, they will need all, I mean, most likely they will already have like all the case study to check if they build a Starbucks there, will it be profitable or not. So Starbucks is one thing to check. Then there's also McDonald's. So you can also search for McDonald's. So the key is when you're searching in Google Maps, you just type whatever you want to type. I mean whatever you want to search here, then just put near, then whatever the area that you're looking for. So this is all the McDonald's in Raleigh, near Raleigh, North Carolina. Then another thing aside from this retail chain, one thing you can check also are the big warehouses. Let's say Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club. So those are the ones that you can check. So then also Walmart. So let's say here, what I can do is, not particularly, let's say in Raleigh, North Carolina, you can do it at the state level too. So this is North Carolina. You can also do, because if you're interested in looking for the secondary and tertiary, so you can check which are the areas that where these big warehouses already created their footprint. Because if they already created those footprint in that area, that means they it's similar to the retail, so they already have done some study of if they will be, it's a good location or not. So that's one way that I also take a look at that particular area. So if there's any Costco, BJ's, or any all of this big warehouse. So I will put let's say all these links in the show notes. So this BJ's also, they have this club locator. So in this one, let's say it will load. So let's say North Carolina. So in this, you will see like all the city within North Carolina that has BJ's. So you see like 2 in Raleigh, then some. So you never know. Let's say maybe this other town might be good to explore, right? Because they have created like a footprint there for a reason. So similar to Walmart. So Walmart is the same thing. So they will not put a Walmart there if there's no one will be going to the Walmart. So there's good amount of most likely population that's going there in Walmart. So in this case, let's go to North Carolina. And while it is loading, we can check the McDonald's as well. So McDonald's also has the same thing. Like they have a restaurant locator. You can just type, let's say, North Carolina. Oops, there's nothing here. Oh, city and state. So let's say Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's it show. Yep. So these are the different McDonald's in this. So you can search, let's say, in your secondary, tertiary market that you want to explore on. So that's one. Then there's also a Sam's Club as well. So Sam's Club. So similar thing, you can just search for Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay. So that's it for this part one. So you learned about the population, the home values, median income, then how I check the area in terms of the retail stores out there and also the big warehouses. Because they, as I said, they already have done study before they build something out of that area. So that's a really, really good kind of marker or sign that similar to, let's say, Apple or Google. They will not probably have will build a 1 billion. I think Apple said that they will build like a $1 billion office in the Raleigh area. So that's why that's why I made the sample of Raleigh. So most likely I will start looking now in the tertiary market in Raleigh. So that's it for night. And on part two, as I said, it will be all about the school district and the crimes. So see you on part two next Thursday.